She's buried. A fair dinkum warning. The following video contains some colourful language, but really, place any Aussie in the middle of the bush and bog them over and over again and see what comes out of their mouth. Just saying. You've been warned, but it's all fun, I promise. Hello and welcome to another episode of Amy on Two Wheels. Today, I have taken my 1993 Yamaha DT175 out bush, and a disclaimer, I've been working hard. The bike's been working hard, but we've had fun, I think, I hope. And I hope there has been no real damage, just a branch in the exhaust pipe. Let me show you the bike. Okay, so I know that we all want to believe that this isn't an old bike because it's from 1993 and that was just last week, right? But yeah, this bike is almost 33, my friends. So I think it is technically vintage. And this is only my second time taking it out. It doesn't have its dirt tires on, it's got road tires on, but that's fine, you know, you'll find out. And this bike is a lot of fun. So I'm excited to have you join me, jump on board, let's go for a ride and find out what this thing and I can do together, knowing that one is more competent than the other. Okay, so the last and admittedly the first time that I took this bike out, how are we gonna cross here? Oh my God. I went off-road with it, but they were on kind of managed, man-made roads. And I wanted to find out what this bike could do in kind of crazier and more unpredictable conditions. So only half knowing what I'm doing, today I am heading out into the bush to hang out with the kangaroos and put me and the bike to the test. And those are big ones. Okay, am I really gonna go down there? You probably can't tell from here, but it is very steep. Let's give it a go. Yep. You probably can't quite tell just how steep this is in the camera, but we go slow and steady. I think I've just got to learn to trust the bike more, you know, like I keep putting my foot down expecting it to slip, but it doesn't. So I'm still coming to know what this bike can handle. and where I might need to prop myself up a bit. Like, well, how else are you going to learn, right? Got to challenge yourself with new and difficult things. Okay. This track obviously belongs to the kangaroos. I'm just descending. But at some point, I'm gonna have to come back up. Here we go. Shit. Okay, look at that. Okay. This is really soft gravel. Oh my God, look at that. I don't know if you can tell how steep that is. But I think I'm just gonna have to fucking go for it, you know? If I can get out of the soft, slippery gravel. Come on! Okay. Shit balls. Okay, I'm actually not moving. Bugger! Can I go up the side? I am just slipping here. I'm sure there's something I could be doing differently, but I don't know what it is. This dirt is soft, man. I am bogged. Like I can't even go backwards. Bugger. She's buried. Whew. I'm getting really hot in my helmet. It's like 35 degrees all of a sudden.
As I go, it doesn't fall.
Well, fucking A. I think that I have found, look, I'm sure. Well, actually, in my defense, this bike does have road tires on instead of off-track tires, so let that just be known. But not making excuses, I'm sure that this enormous, soft, graveled track can be conquered. I'm sure you can go up the side too, but I tried that and I got bogged in a big bloody hole. But this is perhaps my limit. I could try going around. I think I'm just going to find a different way up, you know, because I really want to get up there. But I ain't going this way. Again, I don't know if you can tell how deep that hole is. Probably not. It probably just looks flat on your screen. Lucky she's light is all I can say. Alright, now let's see if we can get back down there. It's so tempting to pull the clutch in, but I get the feeling that it's better to leave the clutch out so the bike kind of slows itself down with its own gears. Some of you reckon, actually it's better to just crank it up and fly, Amy. Yeah, well, we'll get there. Don't fall in the hole! Whoop, prickles in my face. That's the thing, you guys, this is the Australian bush. So all of these bushes that I'm riding through are prickles in my eyeballs. Okay, let's see if we can get up here. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Don't stop. Okay. Okay, we did that one. Maybe the last one was because I halted because I stalled. You know, once you start, just don't stop. Let's see where the kangaroos lead us. I think we've just found an alternate way down. I think this is the top of that hill that I could not get up. That's the end of it. Well, you may have conquered me, but I'm still at the top of your bloody ridge. And I will be back one day, more prepared. There's always something thick and soft trying to stop me. Here, it's leaves. Over the logs. Ah, but this is what we're after. Look at that bloody view. I have to sit and try and cool down for a little bit. That totally pooped me out. But Mother Nature provides me with this glorious wind to recover. Thank you. I'm not that far from home, so if I get into trouble, I can, if I can get mobile phone reception, I can probably call someone to come and save me, but I'm a bit stubborn when it comes to that, you know? Like, I want to know that I can save myself. I want to know that I can get myself out of difficult situations. If I ask you for help, or if I tell you that I'm in pain, it's serious, because otherwise, Amy's got it. And I don't mean that in a trying really hard to be strong and independent and tough kind of way. I just feel like it's too easy to get someone else to do stuff for you sometimes. Unless someone else is better suited to the job, then there's no point in me doing it. If there's someone there that's happy to do it and they're capable, but if I can do something, or if I can learn how to do something for myself through struggling, I want to. I want to be as competent and capable as I can be. I feel like we're losing that, you know, like people aren't challenging themselves in the same way. They aren't comfortable with discomfort and struggle, and they're also not comfortable with getting it wrong as well. Like, I don't want to hide my mistakes from you guys, because sometimes I get really valuable feedback, but also if you want to poke fun at me for making mistakes, then I know that you're the asshole. It's not me. Anyone who's learning new things, or who is, it's not even a new thing, but is stretching themselves with something that they already know, who's kind of breaking into new territory and trying things out, is gonna make mistakes. And I think that collectively as a society, we need to be okay with that. I think there are too many people are too scared to try things because they want to already be good at the thing before they even try it. They want to know that they're going to be okay at it. They don't want to embarrass themselves and make mistakes and fall on their ass, because it's very windy. I hope you can hear me. Because they make it mean all sorts of things about themselves. But how can you grow how can you evolve? How can you stretch yourself? How can you get better if you just always stay in your comfort zone and only do things that you already know you're going to be good at, you know? So if there's something that you have been wanting to try or do, but you've been putting it off because you're a bit scared, or I'm not talking about doing stupid stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. Stuff that's like valuable and actually doable. Then maybe look at why you haven't done that thing yet. What is it? What's your reason? Do you all want to already be competent at the thing? Do you make it mean something about you when you fail at things or when you get things wrong? What does being good at things mean to you or mean about you? And what kind of attitude can you replace that with? Perhaps with an attitude that's more inclined towards curiosity and exploration and self-discovery and challenge and growth and new experiences, because all of that stuff is the stuff that makes you or causes you to know absolutely that you're alive. You got to be careful about where you sit and where you put your hands and your feet down in the Australian bush, because while it's not true that everything is trying to kill you, that's not true. Those kangaroos were running away from me, you know. Everything will bite you if it gets a chance. Will have a go at you if it gets a chance. So tiny little ants, you think? Well, here they burn. Here they're flesh-eating monsters. So just, you know, be careful. But still don't let that be a reason to not, you know, you find a way. So, yeah, I always try to have a positive, adventurous, curious, willing attitude about life. I want to learn. I want to change. I want to be different. And if that means embarrassing myself, that means getting bogged in the dirt in front of the entire wide world web, if they so choose to watch it, and so bloody be it. I got here anyway. So that would probably be my little lesson for today. If I had succeeded, the little philosophical thought probably would have been something entirely different, but that's a good one to ponder. And if it gets you pondering, then it was a worthwhile experience for me to have. Okay, so let's see if we can get ourselves out of here. Yeah, look, I don't think we're going to go down there. I don't know if you can see that, but it literally just goes. I think we're going to find a different way around, a different way down, because we got to get down somehow. I'm just opting for not that way. Let's go that way. As you can probably tell, I'm a little bit lost. The bush all kind of looks the same, and it's very easy to get turned around right here. So that's the ridge. If we stick as close to the ridge as possible, we should eventually get to a way down. Ow! All right. Lucky I got my knee pads in. Full frontal with a branch there. That's all right there, we got through. Where are we going? I don't know, but we'll get where we want to be eventually. Well, thank you for joining me. I do love sharing these adventures with you. Always a pleasure to have you along, especially if you stuck around this long. Like, well done. That's all for my DT adventuring today. I did have fun. You know, I don't mind a tricky situation. And I will see you next time.